All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. How is everybody doing today? Happy Friday/Saturday, depending where in the world you are. Let me know if you guys hear and see everything okay before we get started. If you're in the chat, make sure to switch over from top chat to live chat so you're not missing out on any of the conversation. Hello, Lauren, Cameron, Carrie, Debbie, Ellie, Jen, Jordan, Rebecca, Melly, Raybeth. Hello, Holly and Ray. Hello, Oma. Hello, Adelheid and Fatima. Who else is here today? Hello, Tiffany and Natasha, Anya and Laura. So happy to see so many familiar names and faces in the chat today. Hi, Regina. Hello, Lisa. Welcome, everybody. Today, for my live stream beverage, I am hydrating instead of caffeinating because I already drank my yerba mate for the day. So I got some water. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for keeping yourself entertained in the chat. Before I began today, I had to scarf down my lunch because I forgot that I hadn't eaten lunch yet. Holly said I filmed and finished for July, and I got a couple more pages left to do. I leave them and get a new one, or do I continue with the one in July? I know I loved your sunflower setup that you showed me, Holly. Love how that turned out. So happy you're here today. Ray's trying a new flavor of yerba today. Lauren said, thank you for all the love on the Facebook page. All right, so today's live stream, I decided to open up to all patrons, including free patrons. So if you are a free or $1, $3, or $5 patron, I hope you enjoy getting access to today's live stream. But I thought it would be fun to bring everybody together today for not only the last day of May, happy May 31st. June is quickly approaching tomorrow. So today I'm going to be finishing this Mediterranean lemon sticker collection. We live streamed a couple days ago for about 6.5 hours. And during that live stream, I filmed that setup for an edited YouTube video where I'll be kind of going like I edited it down to between 20 and 25 minutes showing the process of designing this entire decorative sheet here. So if you missed that live stream that was 2 days ago, the replay is available to watch anytime under the $10 or up tiers, since that was a $10 plus live stream. But there will be an edited video of this whole design process during tomorrow's new YouTube video. So during that stream, we finished this decorative sheet. We also finished the bonus decorative sheet that has our blue tiles, and then we brought in some yellow sparkles as another decorative element throughout this collection. And then we also finished sheet 3 of the monthly kit, which has some more lemon illustrations and sparkles, 2 washi strips, and 5 more unique tiles. For anyone who didn't see the progress before that, here is sheet 2 of the monthly kit. And here is sheet 1. Scrolling back up through the chat here, seeing what everybody's up to. Raybeth said, I'll be honest, I'm having a bit of a rough week. We made the tough decision to have our 18-year-old Yorkie poo put down. Oh, man. Raybeth, I'm so sorry to hear that. We've been having so many pet-related conversations, and I know that you're not alone in this really difficult time. And just know we're all thinking about you, Raybeth, and It's it's just never an easy time in a pet's life when it has to come to an end, and it is just heartbreaking every time. It doesn't matter how many times you go through it. So I'm so sorry, Ray Beth. It makes sense that you're having a rough week. And I'm glad that we can have a live stream today to help take your mind off of it. Yeah, sending hugs. Hi, Shima. Welcome in. Antoinette said, I'm so tired of these streams making me ugly cry. I know. You never know what's going to happen, Antoinette. You never know. You guys are so lucky I'm working from home today. But yeah, our hearts go out to you and your Yorkie, and you said it hasn't happened yet, but it is time. She's suffering, blind, deaf, no teeth, and her legs have stopped working. I'm glad that you can, you know, I'm sure have a great last few days with her, and I think it's a little bit easier when you have a little bit of notice and you can kind of know, to create those last moments together. But I'm happy to hear that she will not be suffering anymore. I did see your message, Holly. And yes, you are spelling Patreon correctly. That's exactly right. But yeah, I'm very excited for you to be joining Patreon tomorrow, Holly. And you wanted to say in the chat, thank you to, we have an anonymous patron who decided to gift a month of the $30 tier Patreon membership to Holly, just as like a beautiful random act of kindness. So um, I'm I'm sure the person knows how appreciative you are, Holly, and I'm so excited that you'll be receiving these Mediterranean lemon stickers and that you'll be in all the live streams in this coming month. We love having you here. So I just thought that was such a sweet gesture by that person, and so happy to have you here, Holly. Okay, so we have the monthly kit and two decorative sheets finished for this collection. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to create the Patreon exclusive sheet. This is the sheet that gets sent to all $30 patrons for June. And this collection again will be shipping next week to all June 15, 25, and $30 patrons. So as long as you join one of those tiers by, I would say like June 3rd, you will be guaranteed to be in that first shipment of June's Patreon rewards. Holly asked what comes with the $30 tier. The $30 tier comes with 8 sticker sheets. So you'll get sheet 1, 2, and 3 of the monthly kit, the 2 decorative sheets. You'll get the monthly kit add on sheet, which we haven't created yet. You'll get the Patreon exclusive sheet, which is what we're about to design. And you'll also get the matching freebie sheet. So the entire full collection is what comes with the $30 tier, automatically mailed to you. And it also is going to come with all of the digital stickers that you can print out yourself. And that includes all of the digital stickers from the last like 5 years or so of monthly collections. So the $30 tier is like the Mac Daddy tier that comes with everything. Um, all the sticker sheets, all the digitals, and the exclusive sheet that you don't get anywhere else. Lauren asked, are we designing printables today? No, today we are just going to finish the sticker sheets in this collection, Lauren. With my new Patreon schedule, the printables now will be posted along with the digital stickers at the beginning of June. So the printables and the digital stickers are going to be posted next week. probably by Wednesday or so. So I'll be designing the printables potentially on my own, but I will be posting my live stream schedule later today, and maybe I'll have a live stream at the beginning of this coming week where we can design the printables together. I'll have to double check with my schedule and everything and see if that'll work out. But yeah, the printables I'll be designing um, at the start of this coming week and then posting about midweek. And I might be able to get the digital stickers posted tomorrow since these will all be finished. I can get the digital post stickers posted tomorrow so we don't or actually not tomorrow, Sunday. Tomorrow I'm driving to Orlando to visit some family, so I don't think I can commit myself to doing much tomorrow, but Sunday I should be able to post the digital stickers even before designing the printables. So for the $30 Patreon only sheet, we've already had some ideas of what we want on this sheet. So I'm going to start off with these ideas and suggestions we've already had. And then if you guys have any other suggestions or any specific ideas for this sheet, feel free to let me know in the chat. Hey, Tara, welcome in. Hello, Karen. So lovely to see you today. You're so welcome, Karen. I loved your spreads so much. They're so beautiful. I loved seeing them in the Facebook group and then on Instagram, so I just had to share them. Hey, Bobby, welcome in. Okay, the first sticker that we want on this Patreon exclusive sheet is a standalone version of our favorite lemon tree that we have decided to name Herbert Lemmy the First. You guys know we have a thing with naming things in my sticker collections and the live stream chat and especially, Cassie was, like, in love with the name that we chose for this lemon tree, Herbert Lemmy the First. So, we had a special request to have a standalone version of him on the Patreon exclusive sheet with a little, like, name plate deeming him Herbert Lemmy the First. So, it's kind of like a somewhat niche live stream inside joke, inside reference, but we're gonna have him as a nice big decorative sticker with a nameplate down at the bottom. Um, I feel like we, don't get a lot of large decorative stickers like this, so I'm pretty excited to use this. So I think I'm gonna make it pretty much as big as I can, something like that. And then down here is where we'll do a little, like, carved stone nameplate. So I'm gonna grab my symmetry tool and bring that down to the bottom here. Thank you, Holly. I appreciate that. Oh, I love the idea of a dried flower theme, Karen. It's been so fun seeing all of the comments on the theme suggestion post. You guys have so many incredible ideas. I think there's like maybe 130 comments on there, and I've been eagerly keeping up with them and seeing what you guys are suggesting. And I'll be posting the theme poll today. So I'm going to be taking a look through all of those themes and choosing the most popular ones and also some like personal choices. Like, for example, I saw the comments about, that I haven't done dogs enough service in my sticker kits, the underrepresentation of dogs. I see that there's some people very passionate about it, so I think that something with dogs in it is gonna have to be on the theme poll. And then I'm also just gonna be looking at the number of likes under each theme comment and definitely putting in the poll any that are overwhelmingly popular. So I would love for you guys to maybe even right now go through all the comments under that theme suggestions post and like any themes that you would want to see in the theme poll. Um, what I might do actually is maybe I usually do this for those suggestion posts. I shoot out like another email notification with a little edit on it that says, like last chance to vote or last chance to comment. And I think that helps remind people to go back in and like all the comments, all the new comments and just go through all the themes. So that way I know which options are most popular. So maybe I'll do that again now. So that way after the stream is done, I can then post the theme poll. Um, so I'm going to kind of edit the title to say last chance. And then at the top, I'm going to do edit. I'll be posting the theme poll soon, so be sure to go through all the comments now and like the themes you want to see in the theme poll. This way I know which suggestions are most popular. Okay. And I will blast that out to everybody, all members. Notify members about the edit. Save. Yeah, I love the idea of a Patreon pets theme, Lauren. That's what I was thinking I would put as the option that would include dogs. We've talked about doing a Patreon pets theme for years. I think since we first started Patreon, it's always been a theme idea that's been on our radar. That's what I was thinking I would include in the poll, kind of no matter how many likes those comments get. I think that will be kind of like a guaranteed uh, option this time around. Yes, Cassie, we're doing our Herbert Lemmy the first big sticker on the Patreon exclusive sheet, and we're giving him a little nameplate down at the bottom here so that everybody knows what his God-given name is. Should I put it on the pot instead? That looks kinda cute. What do you guys think? On the pot or below the pot? Yeah, if we did the Patreon pet theme, I would definitely do my best um, to include as many people's pets as I can. Um, I think that would be the really fun thing about it is especially for everybody who's in the live streams. I would try my best. 'Cause I feel like we got 38 people here today. So if I did like maybe during a live stream was where I got photos and suggestions for different pets. I feel like I could probably get away with doing 40 little pet illustrations, especially if I just did everybody's face. If it was like pet faces, I feel like that would be the way to do it. Lauren asked if my I could make a mini size of my number stickers that fit in the monthly calendars. Do you mean the uh small number circles, like the newer kind of newer numbers I do, Lauren, and making like like a mini version of those? Cuz that's definitely something I could have on my list. Yeah, of course you can send me a picture of your. Oh, I see. You need to see if it's okay with your parents if you can send a photo, but if you can, Holly, then you definitely have permission from me to send me a photo of your golden retriever. Your golden retriever, Bobby. All right, so let's put his name on here. I think I'm just gonna do turn off symmetry. I'm just gonna do Herbert Lemmy. I probably will am gonna leave off the first just because of space. Karen said, "When people send you photos, where are they sending them? On Instagram DMs?" Yeah, I would say Instagram DMs. Like, I definitely get pet photos from you guys through Instagram, and in the Facebook group is also somewhere where people have been posting their pet photos. But you guys are always welcome to like send me absolutely anything on Instagram DMs. Um, yeah, I that's always a great place to. If you have any photo references for any of the themes we're working on, any inspiration you see, if you just want to send me cute photos of your pets for absolutely no reason, Instagram DMs is a great place for that. Kimberly said, I have geckos and a fur baby. Zelda Moose is a fox red Labrador retriever. My fur baby, Zelda Moose, is a fox red Labrador retriever and a snake. Yeah, I would definitely have to include like not just cats and dogs in a pet theme. Like I know we got some people with birds, snakes, geckos. We'd have to represent all of the different pet species. Okay, that's pretty cute. I'm gonna redo the last name really quick just because I think it needs to be capitalized. Something like that. Cute. Holly said, I suggested a diner theme like from the Grease films. I didn't know the year it was made, so I just put the name so you know what era I was thinking about. I love that idea, Holly, of like a 50s diner. In the Neon City collection, one of those headers had like a 50s diner vibe happening. And ever since, I always thought it would be such a fun theme all on its own. Kind of ties into with the suggestions of like a milkshake bar candy shop type theme. I feel like all of those could kind of come together for like a really fun pastel colored 50s old school diner theme. Yes, Anya, your pet horse, absolutely. And Melly said, I don't have Instagram or Facebook. So for you, email, address, and YouTube are what you've got. Email is also a really great way to send me anything, reach me in general. You can send photos, like if we do this pet theme and you want to send me pictures of your pets. Email is also always a good spot. Contact at PlanningWithKay is where anybody can reach me anytime. Oh, Carrie, thank you for keeping me updated on what's getting votes in the suggestions post. You said the diner theme is getting a lot of votes, the wildflowers theme. Okay, I love this. I think I'll bring some sparkles to this Herbert Lemmy sticker. And then what else should we have on this Patreon exclusive sheet, especially if you're somebody who's planning on being a $30 patron in June, or if you're already a $30 patron? I want to know, what else would you like to see on this sheet? We can do quotes, we can do other decorative stickers, we can do some other functional headers. Let me brighten my camera up a little bit. Hmm. I wanted the sparkles to kind of fill in some of that space, but I don't actually think they look good there. I think if anything, the sparkles should just frame the Herbert Lemmy engraving. Like that. And then I'll bring in some white highlight. Like that. Beautiful. All right, let's see what people are wanting. Hate how my iPad is always changing brightness. Let's see what everybody is wanting on this sheet. I see we have suggestions for, I got to scroll up. You guys have lots of good ideas. Quotes. I see lots of suggestions for having at least maybe one lemon quote on here. We also love functional stickers. Functional, more sparkles, it looks like are popular. Quotes, functional header stickers, and sparkles. So I'll show you what we've got for sparkles so far. On sheet 3 of the monthly kit, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sparkle stickers. On this decorative sheet, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sparkles. So now we have 11 total. And then here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 17 sparkle stickers so far. Do we want more? Can we never have enough sparkles, or is that enough sparkles? Oh, Carrie said, okay, the most popular theme suggestions in the post so far are otters, wildflowers, dogs/pets, and dragonflies and water lilies. Okay, it sounds like we might be good for sparkles. Yes, Nick mentioned that it looks like we have a limited amount of the blossom stickers on their own. That would be a really, like, it's always nice to have little stickers for space filler. And you're absolutely right. We have 1, 2, 3. We only have 3. That seems like a crime. Okay, so how about we grab a bunch of these blossoms and maybe fill up some of the page with some slightly smaller versions of them. Okay, so let's copy all. And right now we have 2 sets of weekly headers, and then there's always the 2 sets on the monthly add-on sheet. So that's what we have in terms of weekly headers so far. So once we get to adding some functional headers on here, we can decide what types of headers we want. I feel like we usually end up doing something other than weekly headers, since weekly headers are usually, are always included somewhere in the collection. We also already have a weekend header and one to-do header. Let me go here and grab this guy. And let's grab maybe this one. Ray, I do love the suggestion of a packing list header since this gives like travel vibes, but I try to make the headers on this sheet a little bit more universally useful. And I know that there's plenty of people that probably don't have any upcoming trips coming up or would really have a use for a packing list sticker. So that's always kind of in my mind when I'm creating functional header stickers on the Patreon sheet specifically that people don't really have a choice in whether they it's different when it's in the shop and people specifically are ordering it, but I do always try to keep in mind kind of choosing headers that are either very heavily used by many people or like flexible. That's why I like headers that are almost like slightly vague and can be used for different purposes, different spreads. One of those things I'm just like always kind of keeping in mind. And I would say that there are a couple exceptions to that, like I can't remember what month it was, maybe January 2023 or November, I don't know. There was 1 month where I did a Patreon exclusive sheet that I got suggestions from all my $30 patrons of, like, very specific headers that they wanted, and then I filled the entire sheet with one of each of those suggestions so that people could, like, isolate that header and print it out over and over again. Um, so that's kind of like an exception. That's where I'm specifically kind of trying to create the specific stickers you all personally are wanting and that you personally wish you had, and maybe I wouldn't normally do when I'm trying to keep things a little bit more general. Hello, Shelby. Welcome in. Karen, you said, I really need to figure out how to download your font so I can make my own functional headers. On pretty much any computer, it's like really easy to download fonts, easier than I think you would expect if you've never done it before, because the computer pretty much just does it for you. So I will really quick send this post. Is this available to all of you? It's available to all paid members, so you'd have to be at least a $1 patron to access this. Um, but here is the post to all of my fonts. So I do have if there's some links with installation instructions. But in general, if you just click on the attachment files, it should like bring and then you open the attachment. Depending on what computer you're using, it should just bring up a window that basically says, like, "Install," and it'll then install it, and it should be ready to use in, like, your Word document software, Microsoft Word or Pages if you're on a Mac. If you're not finding it, sometimes restarting your computer helps, or if you're having any issues, you can just click on the links to the instructions, um, on how to download it on a computer and an iPad. But the fonts are super, super useful. And yes, you can use the fonts on anything, just depending, like Tiffany asked, can you use the fonts on Google Docs? Absolutely. With any specific website or software, you'll just want to like Google search how to download a custom font into, and then you can say Google Docs. For example, like on Canva, I've brought in my fonts. In Silhouette, I have downloaded my fonts. When you just download it to your computer, it'll also automatically be available in any programs that are set to pull from your computer's like general font bank. But if you ever download a font and it's not showing up on a specific website or program, just do a quick Google search. It's usually pretty like it'll give you instructions on how to basically like make sure that font is installed in your computer's specific folders for that software. Um, but I've always been able to figure it out just by Google searching how to download font in Procreate, how to download font in Silhouette Studio, etc. All right. So let's see here. We've got 5 flowers up here. Let me merge these together. I think I can probably fit one more in there. Let me copy some of the flowers from sheet 1. I think I have all of those on their own separate layer. Yes, for the most part. Like I got these ones. I think maybe this one. And I think also I have these clumps of the flowers with the leaves. Let's see. Copy. Jordan's suggesting a flag, flags, and a bowl of lemons. I also saw suggestions for branches, functional headers. As we move through this step by step, we'll see what we can fit. I do love the idea of a bowl of lemons. Okay, actually, I'm just gonna recopy these flowers. These ones I more designed to stand alone, so they look better than those previous ones. And then I'm, for some of these, kind of darkening up the outline a little bit. Let's see. TJ asked, which iPad and Apple Pencil do I recommend for a digital art beginner who's only going to want it for a hobby? Um, I'm not sure what exact details there like this entails, but what I would recommend is just basically like whatever the cheapest model of iPad Pro that's available that, includes, the Apple Pencil with the pressure sensitivity. Um, when I got my first iPad, that's basically what I got, just whatever, and again, the different generations and models change so often, I don't know which one that is. I would go into the Apple Store and ask them, be like, I want like the baseline, um, cheapest iPad that enables me to draw and procreate with the Apple Pencil and see what they recommend. And then from there, I think size is kind of the personal preference. I had the smaller one for years and then I upgraded to this one. I don't know, a few years ago, something like that, and it's bigger. I really love the bigger size for artwork specifically. It's just nice to have a bigger canvas. But I think that's where you just come down to personal preference. So if you're a beginner and you just plan on doing it for a hobby, then, I would just basically find the cheapest baseline model, and then from there, you decide if you do want the bigger one, you know? Oh, and you guys are wondering how many pencil tips I've gone through. In, like, my 7 years, 6 years of designing things digitally, I've only changed the pencil tip, um I've probably only manually changed it, like, once or twice, and then when I got a new iPad, I got a new pencil, you know? So, I would say with my first Apple Pencil, I had to change the tip once, and it was literally just because I dropped my pencil on the tip, so the tip dented inwards. So, it's not even, like, natural wear and tear, it's that I just, like, dropped it on the ground on the tip, um and it got a little dent in the tip, so I had to change it. Then I got a new iPad at some point, so I got a new pencil, so that technically then was a new tip, and since I've gotten this new pencil, I think I've just changed it once, and I think it might have been a similar thing where the tip was got a little bit dented in, but the iPad itself comes with, I think, like, 3 spare tips, so I've, like, never had to actually buy new tips. I've always just been able to use the ones it comes with. Um, it's never just, like, naturally worn down enough, even with how much I use it, to, warrant a switch in tip. I've only had to switch it when I've just, like, straight up kind of broken it from being clumsy and dropping my pencil. Cassie said, "I can give belly rubs, but her vet says she has to cut back on treats. Mommy loves her too much and gives her too many." Oh, man. Yeah, and you know what I did for years before I actually got my iPad? I got my iPad when I graduated college. I got, some money for graduating, as gifts, and I decided to use that money to buy my first iPad Pro with the Apple Pencil. But before I did that, I would just go to the Apple Store. Like, Jake worked at the Apple Store when I met him, and then for, the first few years of our relationship. So I would just be, like, in the Apple Store semi-frequently, but anytime I was in the Apple Store, I would go to the demo iPads that they have out, and I would draw around I would mess with Procreate. So probably for a couple years before I ever got my own iPad, I started to just, like, practice in the Apple Store, um, and, got familiar with Procreate. So by the time I got my iPad, I already had, like, kind of a general understanding of how it worked. And I don't know about you guys, but, like, it takes a lot for me to make a big purchase like that. I am not I'm just, like, not somebody that buys things very often. Jake is definitely the one in our relationship who, like, Jake will buy the things that I need for me because it's just not like a natural tendency I have. It takes me, like, you guys know, it's like I'll run out of whiteout, and then it'll take me, like, 8 months before I think to buy that for myself. I just more stick to the basic, like, everyday purchases of, like, groceries and gas and bills and business supplies, and beyond that, it's kind of difficult for me to spend extra money. So if you relate to that, something that I really loved was that I was able to use Procreate and use the iPad and pencil, um, in the store many times before I finally made the purchase. So, like, I already knew that I liked it and it's something I wanted to be able to practice more. Yes, Karen. Karen said, I hate spending big lumps of money in one place. If it's a bunch of little things, I'm fine, but one big purchase is hard for me too. I have no problem spending on groceries, like you said. Yeah, definitely. You know, it's we have maybe a few streams ago we were talking about tattoos, and like I always wanted tattoos, but I only ended up getting one very small tattoo that was for free, because I realized that for me, like actually getting myself to spend large amounts of money on something is difficult for me, and it made it so that I never ended up getting the tattoos that I wanted when I was younger, simply because of the money side of things. Even if I have the money, it's like hard for me to actually spend it on big things. But like you said, I'll spend it on like little daily things. But yeah, so I definitely relate to that. And I'm okay with that now because the tattoos I wanted when I was 18, I don't want them anymore. So it worked out for me in the long run. Okay. We got some flowers in here. I think I'm going to fit maybe one more down here. Trying to maintain enough spacing between my flowers for my cut lines. All right, there we go. I saw the suggestion for the lemon bowl, and I do already have that illustration sitting here. So I feel like that would be a fun, easy one to bring in. Maybe even we can do a quote that pairs along with the lemon bowl. So let's copy all. All right, let's bring the bowl down to the bottom here. And then I'm going to use black to just kind of like fill in and darken the border up, since this is now on a white background. Just want to give it a little more definition. Like that. All right. So we wanted a quote. So let me do a little Google search here. Lemon quotes. The obvious one is the if life gives you lemons, fill in the blank. I think we had some lemon suggestions earlier as well. I'm just reading the chat to see what suggestions y'all have. And I just Googled lemon quotes and things with squeezing, like squeeze the day. I think I saw that suggestion earlier. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Kind of like squeeze the day. I think squeeze the day would fit nicely here. And I think I'll just have that be a separate quote sticker, but I'm going to kind of size it so that you could use it with this bowl if you wanted to. So I'm going to do a new layer here with just a little sketch, kind of show the shape I want for this quote. And then let's do a new layer. And what brush do I want to use here? What brush should I use here? I think I use the 6B pencil. Yes. So let's do that same brush. This one, 6B pencil. Let's make it a bit smaller. Trying to figure out what kind of font I want to do here. If I want to do it all cursive. That's how you spell squeeze, right? Yeah, it's a funny word. Hello, Jen. Welcome in. Just going to give myself some guidelines here. Beautiful. So you can kind of imagine it could go really nicely over the lemon bowl like that. I think I'll have it be its own separate sticker. So it's kind of flexible how you could use it. Use it anywhere you see fit. Jen said, I made it through a brutal subbing assignment this week, and now I'm ready for some vodka to go with those lemons. This is really me crave lemonade, and I actually got this really yummy lemonade yesterday that's in my fridge. I'm gonna go get a glass of lemonade. This just feels like too good. I have to squeeze the day. So I'm gonna be right back. I'll take a sip of my water before I go since there's no way I'm gonna wanna drink this water after I have my lemonade. So cheers, everybody. Let's hydrate first. All right, and now I'm gonna go get some lemonade. All right. I got my lemonade. And also, I forgot I haven't showed you guys. Jake was at the dollar store the other day and he found all of this lemon themed kitchenware that matches this collection so perfectly. So he bought a few of these, like these are little oven mitts. I think he got like a little kitchen towel too, so that I can use those um, when I take photos and videos and stuff of the sticker collection. I thought that was so cute. And I've got my lemonade. So another cheers, everybody. Mm, had some good lemonade. Thinking maybe a little yellow line under the quote would be cute. Like that. I like the idea of maybe some sparkles on either side. I know I was potentially gonna do some blue sparkles, but I felt like the yellow ones were just too perfect. So I decided to keep the sparkles just all yellow. Did I say yellow or did I say lemon earlier? The yellow sparkles. I'm excited after this to take a look at the theme poll, see what's going on over there. Hmm. Now I'm not sure about the sparkles. At least not about how I did them there. Not sure about them. Let me try pasting sparkle in again, maybe leaving it upright. No. Okay, I kinda like that. And I think I would like this if the Y in seize the day kind of, like, curved around my sparkle a little bit more. See if I can kind of warp it to hmm. Shelby, I think Cassie was suggesting the lemon juice splashes during the last stream, but I think it might have been after Cassie left, but I mentioned that I didn't wanna do that because it personally just reminds me of pee. I know in the context of lemons, it probably wouldn't make everyone else necessarily think of pee, but there were some people in the chat that also is what it reminded them of. So that's why I'm not gonna do any little drops of lemon juice. Okay, I think I like this quote better just on its own, a standalone. So I'm going to get rid of the sparkles and we're just going to have our little squeeze the day quote right there. And then I think I'll make my bowl of lemons big enough to fill the rest of this space here. Like that. Oh, and actually, let me undo instead so I can make sure. There we go. So I can have my day be back to its original layout. So make this nice and big, and then we'll make our bowl of lemons nice and big. It's always nice to have some larger decorative stickers as well, like that. Okay. So I think next, I think I want to try putting in a few functional stickers since we were wanting to see more functional stickers as well. What kind of headers, other functional headers would we want to see here? Um, 'Cause I feel like we have a good amount of decorative now. I feel like we could go in with some more branches. We could go in with some more lemons, some more slices. And I am happy to do that if we would prefer more decorative over functional. Maybe I'll actually do a poll really quick just to get a gauge of if you guys are wanting more functional stickers or if you guys like it to be really heavy on the decorative, especially if you're a $30 patron. Um, would you prefer more decorative stickers or functional headers? So we got a poll at the top of the chat window. We've got about 39 people here. So thank you guys. I feel like functional is going to win because I see you guys have a lot of suggestions. But just to be sure, go ahead and vote in the poll and let's make sure. Do we want functional stickers as the rest of the space on this Patreon exclusive sheet? Or do we want decorative or do we want functional? Cassie asked, do I do the printables off camera? It's your first month as a $30 patron. It just depends every month. It depends on how quickly I get the stickers designed. I do sometimes design the functional or do sometimes design the printables during live streams as long as the sticker collection is finished. Obviously, it is the 31st today, so it's the last day of the month and the sticker collection isn't finished yet. I still have these last couple sheets, so that's why we're working on that during the stream. But if I had finished this last live stream, then we would have probably designed printables together today. However, I was mentioning earlier, Cassie, that I think with my new Patreon schedule, I now post the digital stickers and the printables at the beginning of the month in which it ships to people. So, the digital stickers and the printables for this Mediterranean lemon collection are going to be posted at the beginning of June. So, in the next, I was saying probably I'll most likely post the digital stickers on Sunday and then I'll post the printables by Wednesday. And because of that, I'll probably be designing the printables on like Monday. So I'll have to check my schedule. I might schedule a live stream on Monday or Tuesday so we can work on them together. I will be posting my live stream schedule later today. So you guys will see the exact schedule later today and know for sure if that's the case. Hey, Sammy, welcome in. All right, let's end the poll. Functional has definitely won. So I'm going to go back up to the suggestions here. So, again, what I have so far is to do and weekend. I am seeing some more suggestions for to do, tasks, budget, cleaning. Um, We do have a set of numbers in this collection, Cherie. They are these little lemon numbers on sheet 2. Little lemons, perfect for like small number applications. Holly suggested maybe some icons, budget tracker, finance, brain dump currently, monthly overview or monthly review. Okay. I always like monthly overview or monthly review. This reminds me, I actually had a suggestion, or not even a suggestion, but my mom and I were talking about sticker ideas, and she mentioned that it'd be really cool to have a whole sheet of just the word monthly, since you can pair that with, like, you can have monthly tracker, monthly review, monthly overview, monthly moods, monthly finances, monthly favorites. Like, there's so many different spreads that start with monthly, and same with weekly and daily. So maybe I'll do monthly and overview as 2 separate stickers that you could pair together to be monthly overview, but you could also have them be separate, and then you could have overview paired with a lot of different things like budget overview, uh, finance overview, weekly overview, etc. So let's do that. I'm gonna grab my 6B pencil. That's what I'm doing all of my lettering with. I love the idea of a currently header ray. I feel like that's a very versatile header as well. So Holly, we only have one Patreon exclusive sheet like this, so we won't have space for any other functionals. And I do have like a bonus decorative sheet this month, but there won't be any additional sheet besides this sheet we're working on and then the functionals that are already included on sheet 2 of the monthly kit. Oh, and the functional add-on sheet we haven't designed yet, but yes, this is gonna have 2 number strips, 2 sets of weekly headers, and 2 banners as usual. So those will be 2 separate stickers. See you later, Natasha. Yeah, currently is one of those headers that I feel like can basically be used for anything. Like you could call a weekly to-do list currently. It's more traditionally used kind of like as monthly favorites or like what you're currently reading, listening to, watching. It would pair really well with those collection header sheets I created recently, but it is a very flexible header that can be used for a variety of different purposes, which is one reason why I really like it. I feel like we can never have too many to-do headers, so I could probably squeeze another one in here. Maybe not at a diagonal. I saw lots of suggestions for like budget or finances. Habits is always a good one. Habit tracker. Tracker is also a good one. I feel like that's one that's pretty versatile. A tracker header, and then you can write what tracker it is. That would work for chronic pain, mental health, even finance as well. I'm going to do a poll to see if you guys prefer the term finance or budget. Would you prefer finance or budget as a header? There's a poll in the chat for y'all. Oh, it's 50-50. Right, Barbarella, I usually do finance. I don't think I typically give a budget sticker because I see finance as being more general and encompassing a budget, whereas budget in my head is like when you're trying to stick to a budget. So I would vote finance, and it's 50-50. So, Jen said, "Isn't budget on the freebie sheet?" And Karen also asked, "Isn't budget on the freebie sheet usually?" Is it? Do I have a freebie sheet around here? Is it not maybe fine? Sometimes it is. That's funny. I have like no recollection of there being a budget sticker on the freebie sheet, but I mean, multiple of you are saying it, so I believe you. Okay, yeah. I think I know what you're saying now. It's like the newer one. Yeah. You're you are so right. There has been a budget sticker on the freebie sheet. Has it been on the newer ones or was it like the ramen? I think maybe I changed it. Let me look at the my photos that I have of each collection. Let me see here. So what's on the Book Nook? Okay, that one does not have a budget. That one I changed it up a little bit and I think the only header I have on there is task list, weekly overview, goals, and habits. So that's on the Book Nook freebie. The ramen freebie, I think, is probably the one that does have. Oh, I had budget on the Home Sweet Home freebie. Okay. So I had it on a couple, but not on the newest one. Yeah, it looks like ramen and Home Sweet Home have budget on there. Okay, I'm gonna end the poll. We're at 50-50 between finance and budget. So I'm just gonna do finance because it's a little bit more general. I think that finance encompasses budget. So even if you still only do a budget page, I think you could still label that finance tracker. Like a finance tracker is kind of like a budget, you know? Finance tracker, two separate stickers. Um, let's see, looking back up at the other suggestions here. Oh, yeah, habits. And if you wanted to just say habit, if you wanted it to say like habit tracker, then you could just cut off the S. You see about switching these around. Let me put currently up here, then monthly down here. I like the idea of maybe having a meal plan sticker on here. I know lots of people love when I include that. Meal plan. Let's see. I also liked the idea of focus or priorities. I've really been loving focus, weekly focus. You can use that on a daily log for like your main task list or like top tasks for the day. You can use that on a monthly spread. Focus, I think, is a really good flexible header that can be used in a lot of different ways. Be like that. Yes, we definitely have a space here. Do we want to do a small lemon? Is that what you're suggesting, Karen? Or another small functional sticker? Right? Because we have room for something there. I could do another lemon slice, a sparkle, or a decorative lemon. I could do a bigger sparkle. I know, people love the sparkles. I'll do a poll. Actually, before I do the poll, I'll grab our options. I'm gonna do a few different ones. And I think I can also, I can also fit something up here. I like the idea of the weekly win header holly, but it seems like we're leaning more towards the decorative, more towards a decorative sticker for these little extra spaces we have here. Let's see, I just want to darken up this edge a little bit like that. Oh, and you know what? Somebody was really, we wanted some more maybe branches on here. I know we didn't end up putting Luna in here. She didn't make it this time around. Nobody tell her, okay? I don't want to make her sad. Should we bring a branch up there instead? Corner branch, right? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do a little corner branch. I love this one here. I think this is a great branch. That's a nice branch. And I'll just shrink when I create the final sticker sheet, I'm just going to shrink my website a little bit to fit that. Like that. And then I can probably give these flowers a little bit more room. Raybeth asked, do I ever have issues with having stickers too close together when I go to make the cut files? Definitely. I try my best when I'm designing it to keep the cut lines in mind. But yeah, sometimes I don't eyeball it accurately enough and my cut lines intersect. So in Silhouette, I will move things around. So that's also why sometimes, so the digital stickers that I give you guys, is the file straight out of Procreate. So you might notice sometimes that the digital sticker files are slightly different than what you get on your sticker sheet. And you might notice when making your own cut lines that you might also need to kind of wiggle things around because, yeah, sometimes I don't give it enough space. See, I'm going to see if I can use my liquefy tool to push things around a little bit on this branch so I can make it a little bit bigger. Something like that. All right, there we go. There is our $30 exclusive Patreon sheet. I'm now going to really quick, before we're finished, create my monthly kit add-on sheet, which is this functional sheet down here. Let me see. Do I just want to use this one? Let me duplicate this Book Nook one. Okay, let's drag that up here. So I mean, this gorgeous blue color comes to mind as having some weekly headers that just have this blue background, and then maybe with some of the tile pattern coming in on one side. So first thing is I'm just going to get rid of all the specific elements that are Book Nook related here. And then I'm going to overlay this dark blue on our headers. Like this. Karen said, the only thing I don't like about the sticker paper we all use is that it's hard to determine the back and the front of each sheet. I've definitely made that mistake plenty of times, and I now just have I'm sure you've noticed the back is slightly more yellow than the front. So every single time before I put paper in, I'm always turning, like if I have two pieces of the paper, I'll turn one upside down just to confirm which side is more yellow. And I know that that's the back, but it's very subtle. It's very subtle. And yeah, I agree. I kind of wish that it was a little bit more obvious which was the front side and which is the back side. I'm going to copy these tiles. Here, I can send a link to the sticker paper I use, Melly. Here it is. Oh, I love the idea of doing some stoneware banners. I'll be posting the live stream schedule today, Holly, so that will be viewable on Patreon for all patrons, including free patrons. So later today, you'll get to see what June's live stream schedule is looking like. Yeah, this is what I was thinking for these, something like that. And then I could have that, come farther in if I want it to be more half and half. Or I could have it just be on the edge. I could have it on both edges. And I could have like white lettering in between. Like we could do it like this. And then I was thinking these headers definitely be more yellow focused. What I'll do here is, what if I grab these same weekly headers? Oops. I also do like that idea of having maybe lemons come in on one side. Karen, I'm just giggling at your comment about breaking your budget and you buying some bundles from my website, which you regretted right away, but now you don't regret because you're going to get some beautiful stickers. uh, Girl math. Oh, what happened to this? I definitely accidentally erased something here. All right, something like that. All right, now over on this side, I like the idea of bringing in maybe some small lemons. I have these little ones I used for my numbers, which I feel like would be a good fit. Let's copy those. So this sheet stays the same every month, Holly. I don't ever add anything to this specific sheet. It's always the same every single month, and I use the same cut file every month. So this sheet has remained consistent for that reason. And this space here is where the header goes. So let me first see. Oh, I think I have a good idea. I think I know what I want to do. Okay. 1 second. It's going to take me just a little bit of time to get this done how I'm imagining it. And each of these lemons is a little bit unique. I did like each one has its own shadow and highlight so that they're not exact duplicates of each other. They each have like something just ever so slightly unique about them. Okay, and then let's do that dark blue background again. I'm going to grab that from over here. See you later, Ray Beth. Enjoy your grocery shopping. You're barely going to be missing anything. I'll probably be done in about 10 minutes. I think I might also make the shadows for these headers maybe more of a light gray. Maybe something sort of in between. Yeah, I think I like that better. Doesn't makes it so that dark blue doesn't get so lost. Yeah, Holly, I'm just gonna keep an eye out tomorrow and I'll see when you join, and then I'll refund your $30 for this first month. Um, so, you can message me on Instagram as well, but I'll also just be keeping an eye on it. So, um, you can sign up tomorrow, and then as soon as I see that, I'll refund that $30 since somebody has anonymously paid for you. So you'll just get then a refund of that amount. Good morning, Olympia. Welcome in. Let's see. I'm kind of wondering, do I want it dark blue? Do I want it dark blue now that I'm seeing it with this background? Or do I want a different background color? It's kind of what I was thinking too. Maybe doing more of a white background with the tile design and then dark blue letters. Ooh, or stone backgrounds. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get these lemons to stand out if I bring in my darker stone colors. I'm also now like, I don't know, do I maybe not like the whole row of lemons? Would I prefer a fully written out header with just one lemon on the right side? Or would I prefer it to be symmetric? Maybe that's what I would prefer. But I also, you're right, I think in general, the stone might not have the best contrast with the lemons. I do like the idea of stone banners, though. That's for sure. But let me see here. Let me do a little bit of working on this. Give me a sec. And I think I'll find something that we like. Oops, I accidentally moved this over. All right, and now let me figure out the background. I still like the idea of the tile. And maybe, did I merge these together here? No, perfect. I designed these tiles specifically leaving the center open for those tile weekly headers. So I think maybe I could use those here as well. I need to make them quite a bit larger. All right, let's separate these into different layers here. So I make them all bigger. Like that. And now let me go one at a time here and place these on top of my headers lined up with the center. I'm going to turn all of these onto clipping mask. Okay, first this one. It's pretty zoomed in, but I think it might work. I'm going to keep going with it. Because I think in the end, I'll like the look of it. like that. And then this one, let's see, this one I'll put down here. And we'll see if this darker one fits with these lighter colors, or if we want to just duplicate one of the lighter ones instead. All right, so that's kind of what I was thinking. I like how I I look up at the chat to see what's happening, and it looks like lots of lemon jokes and lemon puns. Yeah, what do we think about this with the small lemons on top of the enlarged tile backgrounds? Oh yeah, you guys want these ones to instead be white in the middle? They definitely shouldn't be the two yellow ones next to each other, but I can also just manually make it white to match the others. Just make sure all of them are straight up white in the middle. Like that. Olympia wants to see what it looks like without the lemons. We can take a look at them without the lemons. This is what it looks like without the lemons. Okay, looks like we're conflicted there. So let's do a poll to decide if we like it better with or without the lemons. Start a poll. Do you prefer with or without the lemons? With, without. All right, poll is starting. So I'm just going to go back and forth. And you guys go ahead and vote. Do you want it without the lemons or with the lemons? And the other thing I could do too, this is going to complicate the poll a little bit, but just to see, is I could just simplify it and maybe only do one set of lemons like that. Or I could have them more to the left and right of the weekly headers. Oh, yeah. Flip one the other direction. Some of my backgrounds aren't perfectly centered, I'm noticing, because we have a little bit of asymmetry happening here. So the poll definitely, you guys prefer, we definitely don't like it with all the lemons, with these backgrounds at least. So I'm going to end the poll. And I think the symmetry, like I don't want to have to fine tune the symmetry too much. What if I did like one lemon that's just like paired with the weekly header? And then we center this. Okay. I mean, I'm definitely liking that best. And then like a white drop shadow behind the lettering. I see a suggestion of you guys wanting the headers spelled out on one of these. I can definitely spell them out over here with some smaller white lettering if you guys would like. How about some semi-abbreviated like that? And yeah, like Olympia said, Holly, I don't have any like set streaming schedule. I just create my schedule at the end of each month, and that is going to let you know when all of the streams are. See you later, Tiffany. Have a good one. Okay, beautiful. Let's do I like that. I think I'm very happy with how both of those turned out. So, let's quickly do the number strips. I think I just want to do simple yellow for this vertical number strip here, like that. And then maybe just this dark blue for the horizontal number strip. You see, I notice some stray marks happening here. There we go. That's better. Let's see. I think I'm going to invert, maybe invert these numbers so that it's white numbers. I feel like I need my blue background to be lighter. Actually, that makes me think, what if this is instead a light blue? I like that. I like the light blue. Yeah, I think I like that, how it is. Let me All right, and then I like the idea of the banners being stone, and maybe even not having this black outline. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring in one of my stone sheets as reference. Let's bring in this one. Absolutely, Holly. Once I'm done with this sheet, I'll definitely go back and show you all of the other sheets. All right, let's fill in these banners fully with this mid-tone stone color. Then I'm going to grab this dark gray. And let's see if I can bring my symmetry tool in here. I'm pretty sure these are symmetric. We'll see. But if I... Okay, yeah, that's pretty close. Okay, we are a little bit off here with my symmetry. I'm now seeing, at least just on this side. I think that's okay though, because what I'll do is I'll now turn off symmetry, and I'll just kind of bring that shadow a little bit farther on this right side. Like that. Do some of the darker color back here. All right, go back up to my reference. Let me grab my lightest color now, and let's put in a nice light tone up here. Highlight down here, kind of highlight the edges of the banners. Banner edges. Let's go in with a nice dark color again and define some of these darker shadows and borders. Give it a little bit of a shadow border. All right, now let's bring in some nice white highlights. Like that. Some darker shadows on the left side. And now let's finish it off by bringing in some black to really lay in our darkest shadows. Like under here. Back here. See you next month, Shelby. Thank you so much for the kind words. I'm so happy you're loving this collection. And see you in June. All right. I love that banner. I think that looks great. Actually, before I copy it down, do I want to add maybe just a little bit more color variation in the stone just to have it have like a little bit more texture to it, kind of like that. Maybe a little bit more of this lighter stone color on this side. And then maybe a little bright yellow highlight like I did up here. Like that. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to copy and paste that to the second banner. Just have it the same. Merge those down. And I think with that, we're done with this sheet here. There we go. So we got 2 stone banners, 2 sets of weekly headers, both with tile backgrounds. We got some lemons in the second set, a yellow number strip, and a lighter blue number strip. All right, let's take a look at the full collection now, one sheet at a time. The only sheet that isn't included here is the matching freebie sheet. That is a sheet that I just create within Silhouette Studio. Every month, it's kind of a similar setup. I'm trying to see if I have any sitting near me, but if you look on Patreon at the different reveal shots of each of the monthly collections, you can kind of get an idea of what the freebie sheets look like. They come with like 2 sets of weekly headers, some number strips, some decorative stickers matching the collection, some extra headers, and I kind of change it up month by month. So here is sheet 1 of the monthly kit. We've seen the sheet plenty this month, so I think everyone's pretty familiar with this. I think it's showing up maybe a little bit darker. Here we go. I'll turn my shadows off. I think this is slightly more accurate. So there is the sheet 1 of the monthly kit. Here is sheet 2 of the monthly kit. All of these monthly kit sheets are included in all of the sticker delivery tiers for June. So the 15, 25, and $30 Patreon tier all are going to come with the monthly kit. This is sheet 2. We have some tile weekly headers, a set of numbers, um, lemon number stickers with some extra small lemons at the bottom. We have a big vertical sticker with our Herbert Lemmy tree, a set of lemon weekly headers, and then a weekend and to-do header. Here is sheet 3 of the monthly kit. This includes some extra decorative elements. So we have some standalone lemon branches, lemon leaves, lemons, slices, some flower blossoms, and some sparkles in the middle here. And then we have 2 washi strip stickers and 5 tiles. We then have the main decorative sheet for this collection. So this decorative sheet will be sent to my 25 and $30 patrons, and that is this sheet right here. It has all of our lemon illustrations we completed a couple days ago and our 3 lemon bushes at the top. We're all done with the collection, Holly, so we're not gonna have any room for any more yellow lemons, but keep in mind, Holly, that these lemons are on sheet 2 of the monthly kit. With your Patreon subscription, you're gonna get the digital stickers for this sheet. So you could print this sheet 2 out and cut out, uh, stripe of lemons here. This is assuming you have a printer. You can order some pretty cheap printers online. But yeah, you could print this sheet and use this row of lemons for your little lemon ratings like you're wanting, Holly. So that's sheet 3. This is the decorative sheet that comes with the $25 tier. Then we have the monthly kit add-on sheet here. This is also going to come with the $25 and $30 tier. And then finally, we have the 2 sheets that only are going to be sent to $30 patrons. So that includes this decorative bonus sheet. This has the tiles and sparkles on it. This won't be a Patreon exclusive, so this will be available in my sticker shop at the beginning of August, but it will be sent to $30 patrons. And finally, the $30 Patreon exclusive sheet that we created today right here, which will be sent out to all of my June $30 patrons as well. And that is the full Mediterranean lemon sticker collection. I went for about an hour longer than I expected today, but I'm so thrilled with how this whole collection has turned out. It was worth the little extra time and effort to get everything just right. Hello, Haley. Welcome in. I know that have just rejoined Patreon. I'm so happy to have you here. You have just joined in at the very end of the live stream. I just finished this entire sticker collection and I'm just doing a final flip through of all of the stickers. And this is what's going to be shipping out next week to June $15 and up patrons. You can always watch the replay back if you missed anything, Haley, and still want to watch through and see what you missed. Um, but I am happy you managed to catch the end here so we could at least say hello to you and welcome you to the Patreon live streams. So, sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, the bonus decorative sheet, the main decorative sheet, the $30 Patreon exclusive sheet. Let's see. Cassie said, I got a notification that my Book Nook kit was already sent, but then I upgraded. What happens? If you upgraded, Cassie, you're like, I'm going to get the last round of Patreon shipments out probably uh, on Monday, maybe even today I can get that done, but I'm gonna send you the rest of your stickers. So if you already had a shipment at the $15 tier that shipped and now you upgraded to the $30 tier, then those remaining sticker sheets for the upgrade will ship separately and you'll get a notification once they do. No, Holly, no live stream this Sunday. Yeah, that's how it works, Cassie. If anyone upgrades in the middle of the month after they've already had their Patreon stickers ship, then you'll get an additional package with the remaining stickers from your upgrade. Monthly kit add-on sheet. Did I already scroll through everything? Yeah, the Patreon exclusive. So again, the only sheet missing from here is the freebie sheet, which when I post the full reveal of this collection in the next few days, you guys will be able to see what I came up with for the freebie sheet. But that's it. Thank you guys so much for joining today for the final Patreon live stream of the month of May. June is starting tomorrow. I will have a new YouTube video being posted tomorrow showing the design process of the decorative sheet for this collection. And I'm also going to be listing a sticker bundle that includes a bunch of stickers that I think match this collection really well. Other citrus stickers like the secret garden stickers. I have some specific sticker sheets in mind that I feel like would pair really well with this collection. So what I'm going to do is tomorrow I'm going to have a little bundle of those stickers up in the shop. So in case you guys want to order any of the stickers I think would be a really good match for this collection, you can place an order for those in the shop and have those ship out roughly at the same time as these Patreon stickers. And Lauren, no new functional sheets are going to be coming for this weekend's release, but next weekend, I will be having some new functional stickers up. Next weekend, the video I'm going to be posting is going to be me filling out my June spreads and my start of bullet journal spreads, like my future log, updating my reading tracker. It's going to be more of like a casual bullet journal with me video showing how I'm actually going to start using my new bullet journal. Um, so the with that video, I do have new functional stickers I want to create, specifically ones that I want to use for those spreads, like a 5-star rating sticker sheet. We've been suggesting that a lot recently, and I'm going to make one for that. I'm going to make a functional sheet for bill stickers that you can stick into your calendars to show when bills are due. And I have a few other specific ideas. So we will have a new functional sticker release happening next week. And that's also when the Book Nook collection is gonna be available for purchase in my shop as well. Um, and Cassie, I did do a video of your sticker order being packed. So, that you're gonna see that I think I messaged you about it, but I'm gonna be posting that video in the next few days. It's, already edited. I think I just haven't done the voiceover for it yet. But yeah, I did film that, your order being packed, and you will see that going up as a reel and a YouTube short. Yeah, I think I might have I think I messaged or emailed you, Cassie, because I forgot to ship your 2 orders together. I only realized after I shipped out your second one that I forgot to combine the shipping, and it was in that message that I mentioned that I did manage to film the order being packed in a video. I could have maybe forgotten to send that message, but it was either like an email or an Instagram DM. Oh, very excited for you to place an order with your discount code Holly. And with that $30 tier, you're going to get a 35% off discount code. So I hope you love that. Oh, and mini number stickers. I'll keep that in mind if I have enough time to get those done for this functional release. I definitely will, Lauren. Okay, so that is it, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a great end to the month of May, or if you're in Australia or New Zealand, patron, happy June 1st. And I will see you guys next week. I'll have the theme poll and live stream schedule posted today. So stay tuned for that. And then in the next, like, 4 days or so, we'll have all of the digital stickers and all of the printables for this collection posted, and these stickers will be shipping out to 15, 25, and $30 June patrons next week. So lots of fun stuff coming up. I hope you guys love the video that's gonna be posted tomorrow, the new bundle, and next weekend's new video and new releases. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I designed this entire collection, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.